Look, I'm not using the glove!
But I'm still here.
Oh, here we go again.
Welcome to About Time, a Doctor Who podcast. Today, we're watching Torchwood, and quite frankly, it's about time.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of About Time podcast.
That started well, and then it tailed off towards the end, didn't it?
Hello, welcome to another Time podcast.
How are we?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm cold. We're having a bit of a cold snap at the moment.
We are indeed.
And the heaters in the house aren't the greatest, so you set it on 25, but it doesn't look like it barely gets up to 25. But yeah, how are you?
I'm okay, yeah.
People want to know, have you got a new job yet?
No, I don't.
Have you applied for jobs? Any jobs?
No, not yet. Look, change is very hard for me, you know that.
Okay.
It's something I have to process.
Yeah.
But I'm very much at the point where I feel like I'm not really, I don't believe in this sort of thing really, but I do feel like in a way the universe is telling me now's the time to find a new job.
Yeah, so do I.
Because my current job is not treating me very well.
No.
And I'm worth better than that.
Yeah.
Anywho, it's another Torchwood day for us.
Yeah. So Stephen's going to answer my questions first, and he has to answer them. If he doesn't answer them, then I'm going to walk.
Right, okay.
Okay, my first question is, do we see Martha again?
What, in Torchwood?
Yes.
Would you actually want me to answer, truthfully?
Yes.
No, we don't.
I didn't think we did. Okay, do they fix Owen?
Fix in what way?
Bring back his heart? Bring back his penis? Or something like that? So
The two most important things.
Well, him and Tosh, it looks like they're finally, building a bridge.
Yeah, but it's not
each other.
romantic, is it? Because it's gone beyond that now. She can't have a relationship with a corpse.
That's why I'm asking, do they bring him back?
I don't want to spoil things, so you'll have to wait and see. Let's just say it's not quite resolved yet.
Oh, you don't say.
Well, as soon as it finished, the last one we watched, you were like, you felt...
It's not rounded up.
You feel like it's not rounded.
There's too many threads.
Yeah. The way it's been left, as you can see, is he is...
Broken.
He's broken, but he's mentally now in a place where he can be useful to the Torchwood team again, and they've recognised... Jack has recognised that. So he's got his job back.
Yeah.
And he is the Owen that's part of the team. He's just not alive.
Torchwood 5 something.
Torchwood Officer 565. So if you hadn't guessed from all that, we've watched Dead Man Walking.
Yes.
And today we've watched A Day in the Death. In case you couldn't tell, death is a big theme of Torchwood.
Yes, I could tell.
Yeah. So remember last week you were begging me to tell you the title for Dead Man Walking, and I was refusing because it would spoil it, because you thought at that point he was dead and gone, and he wasn't coming back. So if I told you the next episode's called Dead Man Walking, you were going to know. And I tried so hard to keep it from you, including when we set it up to put it on iPlayer. I was like, look away before I pressed play on the episode, and then it started, and I said, okay, you can look now. And then, of course, first few seconds of the episode, it tells you at the bottom of the screen what it's called. So, I mean, at least I kept it from you until the moment we were watching it, but still.
Yeah.
What did you think about the choice to do that with Owen? Kill him and bring him back.
It's okay. I personally feel like I understand why they do it. It's a dramatic storyline.
It is dramatic,
and
yeah. It's very science fiction, and it's very a kind of story that you can't do in Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But you can do it here.
Yeah. Owen's not my favourite character, as people know, and we've now had two very heavy Owen episodes.
Yes.
They're almost like what I would call of the season Jack-Lite episodes.
Yeah. That sounds like the name for a sex toy or something. Jack-Lite. Anyway.
But when he was sat on the corpse body thing...
Oh, on the table.
Yeah.
Yes.
They could have done a bit more to protect his tentage, shall we call it?
His modesty, yeah.
Yeah, because you could see that there was a significant mound. Oh, there's a green bird. There is. 2 green birds just flew across the screen.
Across the window. We have a window, and yet you called it a screen by accident.
Loads of birds out.
Anywho, we were talking about Owen's bulge.
I didn't. I said mound.
Yes. The crazy thing is, I've never noticed that all the times I've watched this episode. And you watched it for the first time and you went, oh, you can see his bulge.
Yeah. Well, it's all the shadowing you can see.
Yeah.
What is his actor's name?
Burn Gorman.
Burn?
Yeah, as in flame.
You burn something?
Yeah.
Is that his real name?
I believe so. I don't know.
His parents chose to call him Burn.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, I can't Google.
No, you can't Google. I think he's a very good actor. I
do think he's a very good actor. I do think he's
They all
supposed to
are.
be playing 27.
Did they say 27?
Yeah.
Is that how old he was when he died?
Yes.
Oh.
My God, Stephen.
I missed it. Okay, I can't take in everything.
Well, you take in 5'6'5",
Yeah.
but you don't take in the age he was.
Well, you took in the age, but you didn't take in 5'6'5". So there we go. Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah. Oh my God, Stephen cut me being weird.
Yeah, because you just are weird. If I cut all the instances of you being weird, I'd cut the entire episode. I did actually, when we watched this, I was questioning why is Owen having an autopsy at the beginning? Because I thought an autopsy was like when you have to investigate
The cause of death.
Yeah, but they know he just got shot in front of them.
So, I think that it is literally just a protocol.
Oh, a Torchwood protocol.
Torture protocol that anyone
who dies,
because they've been dealing with alien matter.
That's true. Yeah,
They just they want to see like maybe what effects being surrounded by alien technology has had on the body during its lifetime.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually.
Like mutations and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Do you remember the tarot girl?
Oh yeah, we got to see her again. She's creep.
Yeah, there was like no explanation of who she was.
Yeah, I think she's a protected alien.
Maybe.
Like, she's non-hostile and, like... Oh, my God. Okay, Russell T Davies, you've brought back Doctor Who, you've made spin-off. There needs to be a spin-off for children where you have an orphanage for aliens.
Like Miss Peregrine.
They're not aliens, they're supernatural.
Yeah, but it's a similar sort of concept.
Yeah. Doctor Who meets Miss Peregrine. I think that would be very, like, Tracy Beaker-esque. Tracy Beaker and Miss Peregrine and Thingamajiggy, Bonnie whatever. She's the character who
Bonnie
runs
Langford
it.
runs it. Oh, okay, but yeah, she works for Unit now, so.
Oh. Well, they all work for Unit. The Doctor just goes, you should hire this person. I've taken her onto a, what is it called? I've taken her onto an intergalactic adventure. She's very good.
What voice was that supposed to be?
I don't know.
So Jack went to get the second glove. Because they do come in pairs.
They do come in pairs. But let me say this. Have they not learned their lesson? And if they knew the glove was somewhere around, why did you not go get it and lock it away? Why are the Weevils protecting it?
Well, that's to do with death and to do with all that storyline with what happened in Legend and all that, isn't it, I think? But yeah, and to be fair, the Torchwood team did say to Jack, "Don't you dare!" After what happened last time, like they did, it was only Jack that wanted to do it. Yeah,
but the thing is though, if he knew it was about, then why did they not get it and protect it?
But I think he didn't know it was about. There was the possibility that it could have been about, and then when he wanted to bring Owen back, he was like, "Well, I've got to grab onto that possibility." So he went to find the tarot girl, who told him where to look. Maybe the tarot girl is Faith. You know, that girl that got brought back to life in the Legend? And she was able to beat death. And that's how Owen knew he could beat death.
Oh.
Maybe that's her. Maybe that, I don't know. Probably not.
By your thing, we never see her again.
Oh, we might see her again, but we might not ever find out who she is.
Oh.
It's one of those things. So, yeah, poor Owen. He's in a very, obviously it's not a situation you can really compare to anything in real life. Mm. Although I guess it's like a lot of Torchwood is metaphorical, like in the way that Buffy was. So you could say that, it's like a metaphor for depression or whatever, like feeling like you're drowning and like.
Do you think that like you're looking too deep into it?
No, actually I don't, because like depression, like you as we both know from experience, you lose all pleasure and interest in things that used to interest you. It's like, remember he said he can't shag, he can't drink. And yeah, Jack said, they were going to bring Owen back, and he said, if you've got anything you want to say to Owen, now's your time. And Tosh was like, I love you. And then he came back forever, and it's like, okay, how awkward.
Puke.
Yeah.
Puke. I think Tosh, he is right. She needs to be slapped in the face with a few home truths.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, bitch, I'm dead. Bitch, get over me. Bitch, why am I always the thing that you revert back to after you've had relations with someone else? Bitch, why am I always second best? Bitch.
I don't think he's second best. He's just he felt unattainable to her. And I mean, we try not to mix and match the two episodes. We're trying to talk about the first one first, but in that second one, he had a good point, to be honest, when he said about, oh, you've watched me shag all those other women and now I'm safe. Now, because he can't be with any other women. Yeah. It's like harsh but true.
And men?
Not really.
Then why did they do that man at the beginning?
What, in the first episode?
Yeah.
I think that was just to show that, he wasn't interested in the man, but if it made things easier.
He was flexible.
Yeah. Oh. Like, people have a threesome. Like, a straight man could have a threesome with a woman and another man. Yeah. Doesn't make him interested in the man.
Yeah.
Anyway, why are we talking about this?
But the thing is, though, if you're gonna have a threesome with other, the same sex and the opposite sex, surely you have to be somewhat interested in the same sex, somewhat, because I
don't think so. I don't think anyone would question it.
Half the fun, then.
I don't think anyone would question it if it was a man and two women, and the two women were straight and not interested in each other, but they were both interested in the man. Ugh. I don't think that gets questioned. So why would it get questioned with a woman and two men?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, talking about sexy times, Owen goes to that club, and that woman, oh my God, is it just me that finds that woman really irritating? Where she turns to him and she's like, "You're gorgeous, you are." And then she shoves her hand down his trousers.
Don't you like me?
Yeah, I get that that's how things happen in clubs, but it's a bit of a violation, isn't it?
Depends if it's not wanted, I guess.
But was he showing that I suppose he was kissing her back?
Yeah, he was kissing her. So
yeah. But just because you kiss someone doesn't mean you want them to shove their hand down your trousers. It shows that it's of its time, because I do think if this was made now, that wouldn't be done that way.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had the scene in the police cell with Jack and Owen, with the disgusting projectile vomiting. Yeah. Which was a bit horrible.
Bit much for you.
Yeah. But there's a lovely conversation there about the, Owen realising, if he were to just suddenly die again, what he's missing. Like the flecks on the floor and the brickwork and stuff like that he can't touch or whatever. Yeah. And Jack said if you live forever like he does, you stop noticing the bricks and the flecks.
But Jack dies as a big head, apparently.
Yeah, in the year 5 billion. So
I don't think that happened.
Let's just assume for the sake of argument that he is the face of Bo and he does die.
Okay, the only way that I would absolutely think that it would actually be able to be plausible is that one timeline has stopped and a new one has started. So time has ended, the universe has imploded, Big Bang again, new universe.
Or maybe, Rose was in charge of time and she made it so that he's a fixed point. Maybe something equally powerful has that power and at one point grants the face of Bo that opportunity to finally die. At that point. Maybe it gets changed.
I don't think that. I don't think that.
I don't know. What do you think about the King of the Weevils thing?
They brought it back again.
I don't really get it.
They don't do very much with it.
No.
So I can see Owen becoming the big bad.
Right.
I've always had that vibe from him. But he cares too much.
Yeah, he does.
He cares for people too much.
Yeah.
But he also is very incredibly selfish. And I do wonder where this selfishness comes from.
Well, you may find out. But yeah, can we talk about this King of the Weevils thing? Because what is it supposed to be?
I don't know. They've laced it in, but what have they done with it? Nothing.
Yeah. Well, we don't know anything about the Weevils. That's the whole point of the Weevils, is that they can't talk, and we don't know where they came from. They just came through the rift.
Yeah.
They're like the vermin of the city, but they seem to have this reverence for death. But I wonder how much they had planned this, because they had that hint of it in the first series.
Yeah, nothing.
Probably not.
No. Like I said to you, they've laced it in, but they've done nothing to it. They've not even laced it in properly. It just comes up here and there, and I feel like they're just throwaway lines because nothing happens to them. If something does happen with them, and you're like, that would make sense. So I guess we'll just have to keep watching.
Yeah. I noticed a lot of clashing between Tosh and Gwen in that episode.
Did you? I didn't think that. They talked.
Yeah, no, I felt like there were constant little barbed comments, like where when Owen said all that in like an ancient language.
Oh yeah.
And Tosh goes, "I need to know what Owen was saying," and Gwen just went, "We all do," like as if to say, like, "Shut up, bitch." And then Gwen printed out the stuff about the wood carving, and Tosh is like, "Are we seriously going to act on something she's Googled?" Like, because research is her thing,
But she was dead on the money.
She was dead on the money, but yeah, it's a bit like, people do all this academic research and stuff, and then you've got someone who's like, "Oh, but I read on Wikipedia."
Yeah, I've just thought of this like dystopian world where they just bow to Google. Google is like AI has overcome the world, and like people are just bowing it, and they get to ask one question a year.
The Oracle. And then the bit with the glove, where the glove was sort of having a life of its own and like scuttling about.
Yeah, talk about Adam Family.
Yeah, and it went under the cabinet, and they're all like spreading out, like looking, where's it gone? Where's it gone? That's me when there's a spider.
No, Stephen. That's not you. You wouldn't be in the room.
No, I have to be in the room because I have to see to make sure you get it. I make you get it, and I have to watch from a safe distance. But the thing is, people like you who don't understand how important it is that you get it out.
It's only a spiddler.
No, but you let it go, and you miss it, and it goes under somewhere.
It's more scared of me than I am of it.
Yeah, I know some people don't like the idea of killing spiders, including you.
Yeah, if you want to live and thrive, let a spider run alive.
You catch them with a glass and you take them outside.
I do.
Yeah.
How would you like a massive looming foot coming to squash you?
I know, but I can't bear them. In my parents' house, we used to hoover them up.
That's worse.
Hoover them up. Sometimes you get ones that are so big they hardly fit up the fucking hoover. And then I find myself scrolling TikTok and looking at these videos of like huntsman spiders in Australia. And I'm like, why am I watching this? But I have to watch it because I have to see.
That's where we're moving to.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
I finished my thingamajiggy.
No, we're not. Yeah, Martha got all her life juice sucked out of her and got aged up.
Okay.
That was pretty bad makeup, I thought.
I thought it was actually not bad.
Really?
I thought it was better than Doctor Who's.
Oh, okay.
I thought it still looked a bit rubbery and a bit plasticky, but the Doctor just looked weird.
I thought the Doctor's was better, to be honest. I thought this just looked, yeah. But also, do you remember the bit when she's lying on the hospital bed?
Yeah.
And she's all old and aged up, and her hands are wrinkly and her face is wrinkly,
Right.
but her body, she's got perfect boobs and body and everything. Like, do you know what I mean?
Maybe she just worked out for the whole of her life.
Yeah.
I see women and men in their 70s and 80s still working out on Instagram, and they look all right.
Good. It just looked incongruous to me. But we've got to talk about the elephant in the room with this episode. Now, I expected you not to like this episode.
Okay.
Because of the whole death thing.
Yeah.
Like, death with a capital D. Like the Grim Reaper.
Oh, yeah.
So, what did you make of it?
Talk about bad CGI.
Oh, the CGI.
Literally, get a cloak.
Yeah.
Get some makeup and do stuff.
Yeah.
Like, literally, you could have done so much more with it.
I agree, it was
And like,
bad CGI.
CGI did not mean that it's the best. Like, literally, you could have got a fog machine.
Yeah.
And you could have got a cloak. And you could have literally had a big, juicy cloak. And like, literally, it could have been just like... And that would have made the fight scene much better.
Mm. Yeah, you're
the CGI
you're right.
bit should have come when when Owen pulled the hood off.
Yeah.
But then Owen just looked like a plonker just dancing about.
Mm.
Like...
I just found the way that this sort of skeleton was walking down the corridor really weird.
Yeah, it was off.
Yeah.
It was absolutely terrible.
But aside from the visuals, like conceptually, what did you think of it? I personally think it's a strange choice.
What, to do death?
To do death.
Well, I said,
tortured.
it's Satan Pit again. Like,
Yeah.
having this mythical figure who had actually related to Christianity, I do believe.
Really?
Angel of Death, I do believe.
The Angel of Death, right, okay.
Yeah. And like Greek mythology had Hades and all this. And like, it's almost like banished wizards or things like in the void. Because that's where I think that people go.
When they die?
I think they go in the void.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. It's a big
And if
question.
if they're all alone, then how they're not, because Owen even said there's someone thinking that there's things in the darkness.
Torchwood has built up quite a definite concept that there is this darkness and that there are things in the darkness when you die. And I feel like that is just them trying to make death scary, because otherwise it's almost like there's no stakes to, when Owen's brought back, like him going back to being dead. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. And then Martha did another analysis of him, and she said that basically the energy that's keeping him going is dissipating.
Yeah.
But she says she can't predict how long. Like, she said it could be 30 years or 30 minutes. Or maybe Owen said that, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the state he's in. It's like...
waiting.
Yeah.
So it's been 3 days.
Yeah.
I think they're going to save him.
Yeah? How would they do that?
This is my theory, and it got squashed in the next episode.
Oh.
That they heal the wound, they stitch it up, and they do all what they need to do. They stitch it, and then when they spike up his life, spice up your life. And then they electrocute him on the heart, and he comes alive. He gets the blood pumping again.
Yeah, I don't think it's as simple as that.
But they do it though. They suddenly find this alien device. Wouldn't that be hilarious if Torchwood bust a house and it's like, my parents are aliens?
That would be a great parody crossover. For anyone who doesn't remember or know, My Parents Are Aliens was a children's
2000s.
Yeah. Art TV show.
I didn't watch it religiously, but if it was on...
Yeah, and then they recast the mum, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
They basically did a regeneration. That woman who talks like that. Do you remember? Oh, hello, Captain Jack. And then there's Brian.
What, Brian the dog?
No, Brian, that was the name of the dad.
I didn't know his name was Brian.
Yeah.
But what I used to watch, one of the things I used to love is But Ugly Martians.
Don't remember that.
Oh, I loved that. And like Rotten Ralph.
Nope.
Oh my God. Mona the Vampire, you know?
Yeah, no, Mona the Vampire.
Rugrats.
She's a nice, normal girl in an ordinary world.
Show us your fangs.
Yay, Mona! Show us your fangs.
Yay, Mona!
All right, then. Shall we rank Dead Man Walking on our list? Is it going near the top or the bottom or the middle for you?
I would probably put this one... I'd put this one just under Reset.
Okay, you're putting it under Reset but above Combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of things are better than Combat. Do you know, I'm also going to put it under Reset and above Small Worlds on my list. That makes it number 11 for me at the moment. Number 12 for you. So, next episode was A Day in the Death. What did you think of this one? Did you like it more or less than
I think I
previous one?
like it a little bit more.
Yeah, I thought so too, yeah. It's...
very emotional.
Very emotional.
I do like the fact that he's helping someone.
Yeah, although you don't find that out till the end, really.
With his story.
Because it was quite a clever sort of subversion, because you assume, because the way they intercut it with all the sort of shit he's going through, you assume he's joining her up there to jump as well. That's what she assumes. And then you find out at the end that he was there to help her.
Maggie.
Yeah. Only because of her accent, but she reminded me slightly of Philomena Cunk.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I can see it. The eyes.
Yeah, it was the accent, really, but...
I think
yeah.
it's the eyes.
Okay. And I know it's a bit disgusting and it freaked you out, but the bit where she touches his wound, like, it's quite...
Stephen, she didn't touch it, she fingered it.
All I was going to say was it reminded me of Jesus, and, you know, when he came back and, like, people doubted that he was really back, and so he was like, touch my wounds. Do you not know that?
I think I do know it.
I think it's Doubting Thomas. But anyway, but then he later, like a few seconds later, he then referenced Jesus himself. He said, oh, I'm like Jesus without the beard. So it was obviously a deliberate reference.
The storyline, I think, that's a bit stretched.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you think it could have been done quicker?
It's a bit like, I don't know.
The way I see it, it's like he died in the end of Reset, and then you have one episode that deals with the plot aspect of him coming back, and then you have one episode that deals with the emotional impact of him coming back and what that means.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of done for the moment. And this is our last episode with Martha, so
Au revoir.
yeah. How has it been having her in it?
Yeah, she's all right.
I think it's nice. I think it's a nice thing to have someone who was such a big part of Doctor Who to come
She
into
is
Torchwood.
by far the best character, I think, to come out of the Who-niverse.
It really makes it sort of tie together and be part of the same universe.
Yeah.
You mentioned Death Becomes Her,
Yes, I did.
which I've never seen.
So Death Becomes Her is a film where these women pay, it's for the rich and the famous. They pay for vials of this potion from this witchy person and they drink it. And it basically makes them everlasting, like immortality, but actually but the body can't heal itself, so they die. Well, they're not dead. They drink it. They become immortal. But if they're told they must look after their bodies because wounds will not heal. And so basically, what happens is someone might be able to describe this better. But these two women are fighting over this one man, and they kill each other.
Okay.
But they don't die, obviously, because they're immortal.
Yeah.
So one's got a massive hole for her stomach.
Yeah.
And one's like broken her neck, so her neck can't, her head can't. It's got Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn in it.
Okay.
So it is, yeah, it's good. But yeah, they're fighting like, so he's married to one, and then he's got a bit on the side, and then they fight over him, and then he becomes like the person who fixes them, like because he's a mortician. I think he's a mortician anyway, and then he dies, and so they've got no one to fix them.
Okay.
And so they're at the very, very end, they're walking away from his funeral and then they trip. And then they're just like piles of limbs and at the end.
Lovely.
Supposed to be a comedy, I think.
Yeah. It sounds weird, but good. Maybe. Getting back to Torchwood. So I want to mention the scene where Tosh goes to visit Owen at home.
Oh, Tosh invades Owen's personal bubble.
She's trying to help.
No, she's not. She's really not. She's seeing what she can gain from his fallout. The fallout. It's very self-centered, and it's very much like he's dead on the money. Where she feels like now he's got nothing really going for him. He's now can be all hers.
But she wasn't consciously thinking that, and she wasn't deliberately doing it for that reason.
Yeah.
Maybe subconsciously.
No, I do think she knows what she's doing.
Oh,
She's
I don't think so.
woman.
I don't think Tosh is like that.
No, she is.
No, I don't think she's like that.
Yeah, she is.
I just think Owen was quite harsh with her and cruel.
No, she needed it. She needed it.
Maybe she did.
She needs a wake-up call. Tosh will never be successful in a relationship because she is hung up on him.
Yeah,
like,
and she still is
waiting
because she keeps saying, "I love you, I love you." Yeah,
like she's saying it, trying to get him to say it back.
Yeah,
I feel like she feels like he feels the same way, but I don't think he does.
No,
I personally think Owen is aromantic in a lot of ways. He has that one moment with
Diane.
Yeah, but that was a very intense 24 hours. But he's never shown any signs of true romanticism.
In what you've seen so far.
Because I do feel like actually what he did with Diane was actually out of character.
I think you need to wait till a few more episodes and maybe reassess that.
This is my assessment at this current moment.
Yeah, which is absolutely fine. I'm just saying.
But if he gets with Tosh, then my opinion is, was it worth it, Tosh? Sacrificing basically the prime of your life for this man who
a dead man
it took a hugely traumatic experience to get anything back. She actually is using his like trauma for her gain, and she's a very smart woman.
Yeah, so
I do feel like she knows what she's doing.
But she's got an amazing heart.
She does have an amazing heart, and her heart.
And I think it would.
She saw an opportunity to get what she's always wanted.
Yeah.
And she went for it. That is fair enough.
Yeah.
My personal opinion. Yeah. That is fair enough. Go for it. Do what you need to do.
I just personally, the way I read it, I don't think she would be that calculating. I think it's subconscious.
Stephen, she's a mathematician.
Yeah, but she has a huge heart and a huge, she's very sensitive. And I think...
No, she's very calculated. She's very, very calculated.
Okay.
She is a good character and she has got a good heart. She is soft and gentle, but you got to see her flaws. And her flaws are being, okay, so she knows that Owen can't do this, that, okay, he's now safe. Owen was dead on the money, personally. So, yeah.
So we got a nice piece of music, Owen's theme.
Oh, it sounded like an ambulance.
Well, yeah,
like,
you started humming
Holby
it.
City.
And then you said it sounded like Casualty or something.
Yeah, like a hospital drama.
Yeah.
Like Holby City or Casualty.
Yeah, no, I understand it. I think because it's very piano, like single notes on a piano, and then like string dominated as well. Like that has a link to the Casualty theme.
Yeah.
It's a nice tune though. I mean, it's very simple, but just kind of relentless.
I've forgotten it already.
Do, 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 do.
What was that?
That's how it goes.
Is it?
You asked me when we were watching it, you said, does everyone have a theme? And pretty much they do, yeah. I mean, there's a theme that keeps cropping up throughout the score that I always think is Tosh's theme, which goes da 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 da.
What about like a team theme
Well, there's the Torchwood theme.
at the beginning?
Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, I hate that. I think that's one of the worst pieces of music on TV
really?
history.
I think it's cool and catchy.
No, I don't, because it sounds like a phone.
Yeah, I used to have it as my ringtone back in the day.
Of course you did.
Who else? Oh, Captain Jack. We've done this one before on the podcast. Da-da-dum, 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 dum. Da-da-dum,
Sounds like a
da-da-dum,
pirate.
da-da-dum, dum. I was going to mention one more thing, but I don't know if I can be bothered now.
What is it?
It was just that it's a ridiculous nitpick, but they made a point of he couldn't do CPR on that man because he had no breath.
Yes.
But like he's talking, and you can't talk if you don't have breath, because breath is what produces your voice when it goes through your vocal cords. So as I say, I know it's a nitpick and it's ridiculous.
But I guess it was to show his frustration that he's the foremost shadow of what he was.
Yeah. But like, I don't understand, because if he has control over his muscles and everything, which he does, why can he not draw air into his lungs and then give it to the man?
But the thing is though, like, it's a TV show.
Yes, okay. Anyway, I don't think I've got anything more to say about that episode. Did you?
No. I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought it was not the best of this series, but I thought it was good. When did England drop the word series and go for season?
As far as I'm concerned, we still say series. But with the streaming services being like American dominated, we tend to say season now. But yeah.
Yeah.
So did I ever tell you about how there was massive confusion in America? So when Doctor Who first started getting more popular in America, which was around Series 5 when Stephen Moffat took over, they put out an advert as the series was coming towards the end. They put out an advert for the series finale, right? Meaning the end of the series, the end of the season. And everyone in America, all the fans were like, oh my God, is Doctor Who ending? Because it said the series finale. They thought it meant the final ever episode. But they were like, no, it just means the finale of this season.
But they used the word season because they televise in seasons.
Yeah. Right, we've got to rank this episode as well. Where's this going to go on your list?
Under Countryside.
Under Countryside. That's quite good then.
Yeah.
Under Countryside and above They Keep Killing Susie. That's number 8 for you.
I like it a lot.
Got to decide where's it going to go for me. I feel like I'm influenced by you so much, but I'm going to put it under Countryside and above Reset, which is number 10 then for me. Shaping up interestingly. So far, your favourite episode ever is a Series 2 episode, Meet.
Oh, that was a good episode.
Yeah, whereas mine is still Captain Jack Harkness from the last series. Right, you know what it's time for?
I'm going to do it. I'm going to sing it, and I'm going to sing it in the style of Gwen.
Patreon. What are you doing?
Gwen's accent. Do it in a Welsh accent.
Patreon, shout outs, Patreon, shout outs.
I'm sorry, but I love Gwen's accent, and I wish every day that Stephen had a Welsh accent, because I think it's one of the sexiest accents in the world.
I'll try and train myself to just speak that way normally.
I have a few favourite accents.
Welsh.
Yes.
Northern English.
Yes.
Yorkshire.
Yes. Some parts.
Scottish.
Yes.
Irish.
Yes. But my biggest fantasy growing up when I was like 20, 21, 22, round about that age, about early 20s, was to be swept off my feet by a southern cowboy. Because I love like that accent.
Oh my God.
That like twang.
Well, howdy, Ben. Let me take you on
can't
my
do it
horse.
properly.
Let me take.
It's got to be genuine. It's got to be like, I don't know, rugged.
What are you saying? You're saying I'm not
Like,
rugged,
oh my
Ben.
God, a cowboy bear. I think I'd faint. cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of the things.
Know what to get you for Christmas.
Minus
then.
the gun.
Good. Anywho, so it's that time of the podcast where we talk about Patreon.
It's that time of the podcast.
You're so mean to me.
I'm not. It's hilarious.
Anywho, it is that time of the podcast where we talk about Patreon.
Time.
In all seriousness, let's be serious, because everyone who supports us, I know we say this every week, but we really are genuinely so grateful.
Yeah. I think we should start a Ko-fi.
Oh yeah, that's a good. You can just do a one-off donation. Yeah, that's also a good idea. We should look into that.
Yeah, like it's no secret. It's hard for everyone, so we're really appreciating. Like me choosing to go back to university has not made our financial situation any easier.
No, it is
much harder.
This is a tough year that we're going
Considering
through. Yeah, but
you need a new battery for your car yesterday.
oh my God, yeah, these things happen.
But yeah, I really just want to we really do appreciate anybody that has chosen to support us. Stephen puts a lot of time into these, so.
And you give up your time.
I do.
Which is very precious.
It is. I'm a very busy bee, but yeah, it's fine.
So if you'd like to join the Patreon and support us,
Yeah.
you can find the details on our link tree, which is in our show notes.
Linktree.
And you would be joining the wonderful ranks of Louisa, Philip, Jason, Joe, Tom, Louis, Michael, Ferner, Heather, Benny, Caleb, Monica,
Amber,
and Jay.
I'm so sorry because that must have been really irritating.
Yes, it was.
I chose that and I committed
To do all on one note.
Yes. And I'm so sorry. I understand if you muted me.
Yeah, I'm sure if anyone actually struggles through to the end of the podcast when we do all this waffly bit, then I applaud you.
I applaud you.
Coolio. It's the wedding next week.
Yeah.
The episode is called...
Here comes the Gwen.
No, the episode is called Something Borrowed, which obviously is
Gwen's uterus.
part of wedding tradition, isn't
Yes,
it?
something borrowed,
something old,
blue.
something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Yeah.
But you believe her uterus has been borrowed as well.
Her womb.
Her womb.
Isn't the uterus is the lining.
I think the uterus and the womb are the same thing, aren't they?
Oh, okay, maybe.
Oh my God. Okay. Any gynecologists get into, or any women get into. Anywho, on that wonderful note, look forward to next week. Until that time,
stay cool, stay safe, stay fantastic.
We love that. Stay fantastic, folks. I don't know why I said folks. I never say folks. Bye.